WIIFTBP.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Jackson. If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart.
You gotta get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
Yeah. All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah.
I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day.
Need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
Hola.
Makes me feel 10 feet tall. Without it, I could do withdrawal. 'Cause nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. These buildings can drift out to sea. A natural catastrophe, but there's no place I'd rather be, 'cause nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. You're part of my identity. I sometimes have a tendency to look at you religiously, but nothing even matters to me. manicures. I have no time for manicures. With you it's never either or. 'Cause nothing even matters. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters.
Now my team could score and make it to the Final Four. Just repossess me 4x4. Yeah, 'cause nothing even matters no more. Nothing even matters, yeah, yeah. Oh, nothing but you. Nothing but you. Boo.
I miss your kiss. Oh, your kiss is one of a kind. It feels so nice. Girl, you do it right. I miss. Oh, girl, you don't go too fast. You take your time. Just how I like. I miss. Hey. You kiss it, then I'm drifting off your love. Keeps me floating, girl. I miss. And ooh, it feels so good. I wanna come down. Girl, I'm missing that love. Come on. Ooh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. Oh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me. Come on. Oh, when you're not around, girl, I'm weak. I swear I be hearing things. Oh, and if I cannot have you, girl, I'm feeling. Oh, that's such a talent you bring. Yeah. Oh, and days too long. If I can hold you in my arms, if I can find a real good love. Ooh, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me.
WIIFTBP.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Business and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let this give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up the concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. For Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Man, it's a big day. Big day in the city. Get ready for the traffic. It's a big old day. We might have to get some clearance for the airspace. Well, I don't know if that's changed or not, because President Obama, Michelle Obama. Ruthie, I don't like how you said that.
I ain't that's what you was talking about. I thought it was about to be a parade or something.
It is. Remember the
like
good old days? Black people, remember we was all out in Grand Park crying. We was swaying. We was like, the world is a better place. And racism is all over. And here we are like, 12 years later? Like, damn. It's time for this. They about to have a civil war around these parts. However, in the midst, today, celebrate, rejoice if you live on the South Side because the king is back. The king and queen of the South Side of Chicago via Hawaii, via Indonesia, via Iowa is back. President Obama here to break ground on the presidential center that they made us bid on. I'm just saying, like for real, I was like,
They was like, Chicago, Chicago. Then they was like, they're not sure if they're going to put it in Hawaii or in New York City. Chicago, dance.
After the Bears leave Soldier Field, maybe they'll give it to George Lucas.
Oh, dang. I bet they finna be salty about that now. George gonna be like, I ain't coming back now.
After Obama get his, he gonna come back.
You think he'll come back?
Yes, that's about to be a playground on that water.
Was all
water about to be a playground.
Ruthie, I was at a thing the other day and somebody said, man, I sure hope they change. I hope they turn the lake into a golf course. And I mean, they talked through it like black people was not there. Like I was like, they was talking about like, I was like, but what about the people? What about the? And they was like, no, you got to understand, it would be a great look. And they got the spiel down. They was like, it'd be a great opportunity for the black kids to learn how to play golf. Mm-hmm.
Just like
so, y'all gonna turn over the whole neighborhood so we can get some $10 golf.
That's what happened.
Not in that. See, I've been trying. See. Okay, I'm always. Can I tell y'all a super secret? And then I'm not gonna never say it again. But Ruthie, you would understand these buildings. If you see a building in the city of Chicago go up that has no bricks, know that is because it is going to be removed eventually. Like, you notice like what it take to put that take. So Ruthie, you know, like the hoop sheds. Y'all, you know, for y'all that don't know, if you see something that's got like, you know, it's got a big old slab of concrete, then they drive the walls in on the truck on the flatbed, and it don't have no real, and you know, you be like, how did this go up in like 30 days? They said the sound popping again. All right, so anyway, we'll check it out in a second. This is the Mace Jackson Show. So I'm going to just tell you, if you see that hoop shed go up, that means that we got a problem. Essentially, we got a problem. So it means that it's not permanent. It means that we not going to. They built an Obama Center with bricks. Mm-hmm. It just built. You think there's going to be the wall to keep the black people back? Is it going to be the gateway to the north side now?
You know, I still think it's going to be some good youth programming happening.
Leave it to you. I knew it.
I was wondering, it's going to be some really good youth programming.
I know, man, but they're going to program the youth up to be like, I do not see color. I am no longer black. We are all one great big happy family. It's going to be the multicultural universe taking over. I don't like how you did that. Anyway, this is the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. Y'all, I'm so excited. No, let me do it like my boy. Y'all, I'm so excited because today President Obama returns to Chicago with Michelle. You think, okay, what restaurant y'all think they going to? Y'all think what you think they gonna do on the south side? They gotta make us, I don't even think they know they got that house still on the south side. And I really wish they would just say it ain't our crib no more so they could take the security off so people could get through the block. Cause it's like, people be driving by like, that's Obama's house. Obama ain't seen no parts of that house. He don't even see the house when he come to Chicago. They be like, you really want us to stay there? Like, really? I'm just asking. All right, so Ruthie, okay, y'all. Ruthie, like I'm not in it. Look, I'm here
for the youth programming.
Ruthie, can you promise to stay black when you do it though? Please, because you know if they could get you, Ruthie, then it's over for us. If they could get you to be like, let me blend here. Ruthie, you are like the hope of the.
It's a slippery slope.
I know,
because I love youth civic education. That is my.
Right, they do.
That is my thing. That is.
I believe the children are future. And let's don't program them away from us. Because they going to teach them how to be gray and all. Give them a sense of black pride. Because it's not easier. Let the black children's laughter remind us how we used to have Lakeshore Drive and Cornell. I'm just saying.
That was really good, Maze.
Long ago, I decided long ago, President Obama, give us our park back. No, I'm just saying. If I fail, if I succeed, I can't get back to Stony. Because Obama, he stole our park from us. That's all right. He gonna be back today. All right. Ruthie, how you feeling this morning?
This is what y'all been missing. Like when you see him singing and the sound don't be on. This is what we hear, y'all.
Is this why you don't have the sound though?
This is what we hear.
I decided long ago. I didn't want to go through midway places no more. Now I turn at the just saying.
Maze.
Okay, I'm through.
Maze.
Yes.
You got to put that on wax.
It's going to be Maze and Tyrone Muhammad's greatest hits.
Maze. That is hilarious. Maze.
Good and terrible.
That was good.
I'm just saying. I want the part. I mean, I do miss. I'm just telling you, when I came around the corner at Midway Places and it was like, wait a minute. Is this what they're doing this at? I was like, oh, they gonna have traffic. If you live on Stony Island right there, your whole little 55th,
it's over
57th, that little swing through the park, you know where then you can wind up by the bank and all. That's
it's
over.
Beautiful biking and little.
Yeah, that be no more. No more. All right, Ruthie. Besides that, how you feeling this morning? I see you are winter. You winter ready. I see you got your. I gotta start rocking my vest now.
But you went backwards.
You telling jokes this morning? You telling jokes? I got dressed in the dark. No, I didn't. No, I picked this out last night because I was like, man, I think I could squeeze one. I think I could squeeze me one about this one. So I tried to squeeze it up out of there.
It's supposed to be a little warm today.
You know what, Ruthie? Car to door to car.
See, I can't dress like that.
Why? Where you going hiking? You be fronting, Ruthie. Ruthie be fronting, right? Ruthie be like, oh yeah, it's just Ruthie. You be fronting. Stop it. You doing it. You
can't go garage to car. It don't work like that for everybody.
Ruthie, you doing it.
I gotta be out in the elements
for 30 seconds. You be like, all right, I'm through. All right, Ruthie Moore is in the building. DJ Riis, the ruler, Mr. Business in the front, party in the back. How you feeling today, brother?
Blessed by the best. You already know the rest. How you doing today?
I'm great. Like Tony the Tiger up in this piece.
Got our key back to the bathroom.
Hey, Riis hunted that key down. Yeah, man. Look, because I'm going to tell you, let me tell you why. You know why? I'm going to tell you, and Riis don't want to be telling nobody. He be saying, I went to my car. But that's a lie. He be going down that hallway. And so Riis come in the morning. I'm telling everybody. Riis come in the morning, and he put the song. He put this on. He put it on. He put the songs on autopilot, right? And then Riis come in. He come in 2 minutes before. You hear him. He rustle around. He turn the music on. You hear the click in the thing. The music come on, and then the next thing you know, Riis turn on. It'd be like 4 songs. I'd be like, why are we playing all these songs? Riis gone.
Gone.
Now we found him today. Let me tell you why we found him today. I knew something was up because he was like, I got the bathroom key back. I was like, aha, my suspicions have been confirmed. Riis be putting us on autopilot and then going to get regular every morning and then coming back.
Tell him don't do you. Don't do you.
I got our system set up.
Listen, that's a sign of a healthy system, Riis.
Yeah, I got our system
man, you got to get up earlier, dog. You just got to get up earlier.
It don't work like that.
It all come down.
It don't work like that.
To be honest, that's really not what it is. So, I'm traumatized about parking my car on the street. So, like, what I do is I be pulling up. It be like 57. You know what I'm saying? So I park in the
Don't
back.
tell your secret because the Buddhas will be listening.
I park but they can't be on private property. So I
park
park in the front, come in, I put my little 2 songs on, little commercial, move my car to the back, and then come back in here. That's what I be doing.
You gotta have your routine.
You gotta have it. I gotta make sure everybody good. Ruthie Mo, I gotta let her rose petals down as she comes strolling in.
You are so nice. You are so nice, Riis.
Yeah, we all gotta look
out
for each other.
Oh, God.
Maze, I'm trying to tell you, better take some lessons, Maze.
From Riis?
Good day,
Better
man.
take some lessons.
Okay.
Hey,
This
but
is
you know
the
I'm
same guy that taught us about the alley trick.
Hey.
Oh, that's what you want me to take lessons from? All right, I see how y'all
I
got.
always tell what type of day it is when I walk in by the color of my paper, okay? If it's in color.
That means I made a mistake. It's finna be a problem.
You already know.
What's black and white today?
If it's an extra one printed out, oh, man.
Over with.
I stopped printing anything. I don't even pretend like Todd coming no more. I don't even pretend like Todd to be coming no
Todd,
more.
come back.
No, Todd. Sorry.
I think he should at least get a farewell or something. We can't just let him go out like that.
Hey, man. What's all right?
Want me to call him?
I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to take the seat up out of here. Because really, the only reason we got 3 seats is for Todd.
He got to come back.
No, he don't. I got a bad attitude. I be like, all I need, like, you know, I like Riis turn off his camera. I just be taking your chair out.
Did you take Todd picture out?
See, look, look.
No,
Ruthie just did the Riis. Ruthie just did the Riis.
I'm just wondering.
That's
how I know it's real.
Ruthie did the Riis, the slide it in.
That's how you know it's real.
Okay, well, Todd.
It's hypothetical right
we'll
now.
know Monday.
Exactly.
It's
you know,
hypothetical.
as long as I keep scanning that screen and it's the 4 of us.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it says, presents the Maze Jackson Show with Ruthie, Maze, Todd.
Look at Riis. Look at Riis with the giant. Look. I told you about how Riis did your boy the other day, right?
No,
I told you I did your boy.
If he would have stayed, Ruthie, then he would have heard the other stuff that we talked
You
about.
know Maze got selective hearing.
Maze hit oh, no.
Maze got selective hearing.
You don't even play this like
Nah, I do politics, so I just find the 3 lines I can use the best. 3 words. I can extract 3 words and be like, they said, yo, mama, right?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, the whole commercial be like, do you remember? Did I tell you about that time I did that to President Obama?
What you do?
So President Obama was during the heat of the Ken Duncan campaign. President Obama came and did a speech for Mike Madigan to blast Ken Duncan, and I cut it up and then made it sound like President Obama came to endorse Ken Duncan. They were so mad. That's when they had to the president had to actually cut a commercial to be like, just to unconfuse people. It was crazy.
Was that good?
It was, I felt like it was the ultimate antagonist win. The president of the United States was like, this. I was like, well, at least I got a response. It was like a avalanche of bricks that fell on top of my head after this. It looked when we did. It was like, nobody thought like the president would actually respond. He was like, oh, wait.
That's how you know it was good, though.
I mean, the president was like, wait.
Oh.
Right. He cut a TV commercial after I did it.
Oh.
It was like it's never been heard of for a president to cut a commercial for a state rep race. That's how bad it was the most expensive state representative race in the history of the country.
That's historic.
I know. That's on my books too.
Maze Jackson was on that. You see that? He's a part of that.
I kicked it off. I mean, people be laughing. You be laughing. People be like, I was there. Yeah, well, today when we talk about this,
you're not there. You're still here.
But I'm saying in those moments when they happen.
But you still here though.
I appreciate that, Ruthie. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so Maze, Ruthie, and Riis are all in the building. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Look, he ain't even ready, and I want to take a break. So let's see if he can get it all together. So we're gonna get the soul plane up to I'm doing it in slow motion. Up to 60,000 feet because we're gonna get it up and away. And then we'll be right back after these messages. It's the Maze Jackson Show. You ready?
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP. Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? You can stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:34 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports traffic and weather update. In sports, the Chicago White Sox in Detroit for a makeup game against the Tigers. Benches would clear. Lloyd will hit a 2-run homer as the Sox hold off the Tigers and would win 8-7. Over the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 26 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 22. On the Eden from Deerfield to the Exchange will be 30 minutes. Exchange back to Deerfield will be 27. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is 37 minutes. Outbound will be 30. Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 37 minutes. Outbound will be 31. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 40 minutes. 29 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 17 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes back to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive South is 7 minutes, 55th to Jackson, Jackson to 55th, 8 minutes north, Bryn Mawr to Randolph, Randolph back to Bryn Mawr. Today's weather, it is currently 64 and mostly clear. Today will be a high of 72 with a low of 61. I'm Riis the Ruler, now here's Ease on the Mays Jackson Show.
You keep calling me, give you some love and you want all of it. I'm out here working, nigga, get a grip. I'm just trying to touch a million, you just wanna coexist. I say you clingy and you contradict. Give you my heart, you think it's counterfeit. Give you my word and you won't trust in it. What's the point of loving me if you don't know what trust is? I need the ease you give now. Please don't back down on me. I know you've got the attention I need. Put your pride aside for me. Oh, 'cause I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm not trying to get that ease. Know that I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me, baby. You're insecure, it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to get it and you keep on saying, you know my love is never enough. I put up with you for too long, now I'm over it. You want affection, I need money, I'ma call it quits.
You are listening to the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, teaching me lessons on the break, getting some information. Shout out to DJ Riis the Ruler, Mr. Business in the front, party in the back. Y'all, we are going to have what I anticipate to be a lively conversation today. In case you are under a rock, R. Kelly was convicted yesterday after 2 days of deliberation. Yeah, he was convicted yesterday of racketeering. They also used the Mann Act, and I kept thinking, why do I hear the Mann Act, the Mann Act, the Mann Act? But that was the act used. You couldn't transport women across lines to have for the express intent purpose of having sex. But that law was created for Jack Johnson, the black boxer who was kicking every white boy's butt. And they couldn't stand that he was sleeping with white women and he would flaunt it in their face. And so they used that way back in 1919, 18, 17, back when the Jack Johnson, who some people say was the greatest black fighter. It was interesting, the correlations. So I posted yesterday, I didn't even make an opinion. I said just thoughts on R. Kelly. Over 200 and some comments. Dang. And it continues to go on this morning. There's a wide variety of opinions. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit later on today, and I want to open up the phone lines because I really want to hear everybody's opinion on this. It's a lot to it, so I'm not going to talk about it now. I'm just going to just tease, and then we can all come back to it. I want to also point out, did you see Joe Biden got his booster shot yesterday?
He eligible. He a senior.
He super senior. Like, man.
I don't know. I'm not boosted.
I
don't know yet.
I'm not sure about the booster. But this is what I do know. Did you see the story about the CPS mom who died after her children were returned home from quarantine from CPS?
No.
And apparently there's a second one. That also makes me go back to the thought of CTU talking about the protocols and the mayor admitting that the failures were there. Can you imagine, is that a lawsuit? Like if CPS sent your child home from being back in school, quarantined, and now you're quarantined and the mom dies. The child recovered, the mom did not. Who's liable? And the mom was saying on Facebook, even as she was suffering, that she did not get any information from CPS. They were talking about the contact tracing and all that stuff. I think there's a lot of liability that could potentially come. Now, it's hard to sue a government entity, right? Because they'll just be like, psh, if you could sue the government and just take them, they could bankrupt the government. So it'll be interesting to see how this is handled. But I do think, and they said that there was a second, that the teachers at Jensen Elementary dressed in all black to remember and brought roses to remember the mom. But they also said that there was a second mom who died. They did not say that it was because of COVID, but the implication was that it was. We got to watch that. I also want to point out that many of you, a lot of you all have been with me for a while, especially during when I started to hit the TV spurt and all of the doing all the TV. And I remember when I first started doing so much TV, Terrence Van Wade called me up and he was like, look, man, I saw you on TV. That jacket didn't fit. You need to look better. You're on national TV, and you are representing us. And your message is good, but you got to dress better when you do TV. And from that point on, he came down. He gave me suits, jackets, made sure that they were cut, made sure that they were fit. He just died from COVID suddenly. Like, I know Vince was telling me that because Vince and I both, because when my best friend Vince passed, we both go to Terrence. He was in Beverly, cut my son's first suit, my son's first custom suit, got him set for graduation, just all of those things. Family friend, known him since, man, way back in 1996 when I first came to Chicago and bought my very first pair. It was, I don't know if y'all remember Ground Effects in Broadview, but him and Larry were over there, and I bought my first pair of Meslins, and it was the first pair of quality shoes that I had bought, and I was like, $300? Are you crazy? But those shoes, they were like the people who was like, man, invest in the quality of the clothes that you buy, and you don't have to buy so much. Now, the fact that they convinced me to buy a pair of green, lime green, leopard, not leopard, but alligator skin shoes. While they were fly, they did not stand the test of time. However, Terrence did, and so I do want to say rest in peace to him and his family, and to everybody that went to Van Wade. I don't know if, Terrence actually got me in the Facebook ad campaign that I was in when Facebook first started launching the groups, and I must tell you that was a great campaign, and that was like the first time I got residuals. Whew, it was nice. Shout out to Terrence. Rest in peace. Did you see Alderman Lopez said that Clerk Valencia should stop residential parking? Is there residential parking on the South Side?
Some places.
Nobody enforces it though, do they?
It's kind of like it seems like it's kind of street by street to me, and it depends on what assets are in your neighborhood.
Right, it is street by street, and it is what assets. Like I see it in, I see it all over, like in the West Loop and downtown and going north. I don't see it as much on the south side, residential parking. But yesterday, the Alderman Lopez suggested that we get rid of residential parking. Might not
for what?
Because they can't enforce it, but they charge money for it.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Did you see Ricardo Munoz pled guilty to money laundering and wire fraud? He got caught up in all of that stuff that happened 4 years ago with the Madigan stuff. They just caught a whole bunch of people. They caught a whole bunch of people up in a giant net, and I think a lot of the smaller fish are just pleading out so they can get out and be done. Did you see North Korea started firing missiles again? Here is something that we need to watch. If we didn't have so much of what was going on today, I would talk about this more. So we're going to talk about it. Do you remember Mark Fleissner? Do you remember the name Mark Fleissner? The name Mark Fleissner, he was the mayor's corporation counsel who was forced to resign in the Anjanette Young case. So apparently he is now squawking because the mayor is balking at what appears to be their deal for him to leave. Now, I've told you all a lot about how these law firms work and trade money and hours, and that's how they get paid. So apparently, as part of what it appears to be, and this is all just my speculation from the article, I'll do a little bit more deeper dive tomorrow. Essentially, Ruthie, Mark Fleissner said that the mayor, let's back up. He asked for an opinion from the Board of Ethics. Now, if you're doing something, you work for the city, blah, 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 you think that something you might do might get you in trouble, you can go to the Board of Ethics, ask for an opinion, and they will tell you whether you can do it or not.
Okay.
He went to the Board of Ethics to ask could he represent the city of Chicago as outside counsel, which essentially means, hey, I'm going to a new law firm. I was the former corporation counsel. I'm going to ask, can I get business from the city? The corporation counsel says yes. He sends the letter to the mayor's office. The mayor forwards it around to the law department, says FYI. Nothing else but FYI, for your information. Well, eventually, Mark Fleissner apparently, what it appeared to be, Ruthie, was that as part of his walk away from this, because I need you to fall on your sword, we're going to give you legal business at the city that will make up your difference. Well, then once the emails started dropping, the mayor started to back off. She asked to meet him in a park. What?
What?
And they sat in his car and discussed the legal business.
Why do people know all that?
Because he's squawking now.
Oh, he telling.
Because she didn't follow through on the money. So she didn't follow through on the money, and now he's talking. However, you got to understand how the game works to understand what this story really is. So he's leaked enough where if somebody don't reach out to him soon, he's going to become a real problem. But what it also shows you is, and in the car, he said, what about the law work you told me? She said, the time isn't right. That's because Ruthie be reading the emails and she was scared that y'all was going to find out down deep in there.
That is wild.
It's beyond wild, and the story's this big. And I'm like, do y'all see this? Like, is anybody reading this? Because y'all just, Ruthie, like, you remember how I told you, like, the way that the law firm stuff works is, like, the way these rich white folks do is they don't pass, like, where we get the cabinets and the you dig, they just get a law firm and they get a law license, and then they can do all these transactions, and then the transactions are protected by client attorney privilege, so they can't even testify against themselves. And then they be like, okay, I'm gonna give you 50. Think about, he's billing at $700 or $600 an hour, and the city says we're gonna give your law firm 10,000 hours of billable work. Right? That's $7 million for picking up this. So now the law firm picks him, pick him up. Like, if you walk away from being the corporation counsel under a scandal, then basically, essentially, you really would be nuclear if you're black. If you're white, you go to a law firm. The law firm picks you up, and then they say, "We'll take you on, but you got to bring us new business." He goes to the city and says, "Well, I placed all these people. I got their jobs. They can all give me 500 hours a week or a month, and that times $700 a billable hour equates to my salary plus you making a benefit for taking on the risk of me." Did I tell y'all too much in that? Did that make sense at all?
It makes perfect sense, and I do think the time ain't. If that was they quote unquote deal, the time ain't right.
Yeah, but his rent is due. His mortgage is due.
And it
right,
probably
like,
ain't even, I don't even think it's about the money, for real.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I think that what it is, like people,
it's a power move.
It's a power move, but it is. I think that but power moves like that, you don't cross the mayor until your rent is due, because she can make you pay. So I'm just saying like this.
I don't think he really need the money for real.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Ruthie, and I would tell you that a lot of these attorneys and lawyers live a very expensive lifestyle, and they aren't as financially set as people think, and so they are paycheck to paycheck. They are hustling, and so again, you don't cross the mayor until the walls start closing in on you, right? Until the law firm that thought they was gonna make $20 million off of you is like, Joe, you ain't brought us no billable hours. And anybody else, and your only billable hours are gonna come from the city because everybody else know your name. And they like, ain't you the guy that got in trouble for Anjanette Young? So the walls are starting to close in. The law firm is probably saying, hey man, when we gonna start getting this money you promised us? Now your mortgage is due because you got a house in Naperville, but you got your downtown condo, remember? Because you was living. So now you got two private college. Who knows what other...
He ain't get no stimulus?
Nah, he was
no
busy.
PPP.
He ain't get no PPP.
What he should have did was become a lawyer for one of them violence prevention organizations that got all that money. I'm just saying. They got $36 million. I would have been like, anyway. Okay. I just gotta tell y'all. But I think that's when y'all don't be understand. Like it's why I get so frustrated with us taking the Negro deal. Think about if he was getting paid, let's just say he was getting paid $300 an hour, his firm. And they say, we're going to give you 100 hours a month. That's $300,000 a month. That's a blink. We lose the whole make a black lawyer. Make a black law firm. We ain't even got the black law firm to even receive that. All right, I'm through. Yeah, I be making myself mad sometimes. Also, did you see the story of radio host Eric Ferguson, who is accused of coercing oral sex from his at one time intern, then eventual show? She was on the show and he basically said, you got to pay your dues. She went on to work there for 20 years. And she is suing him now at the end of the 20 years after a few other lawsuits came out. I want to talk about it in the perspective of everything that just happened, because I thought it was coincidental that it came out the same day that the R. Kelly story came out. So essentially, kind of drowning out, kind of muting the story a little bit. But we're going to talk about it because I think there's a whole toxic mix of stuff going on. And I wrote here, the revision of male hunting season. And I want to talk about it, but I feel like the conversation could be sensitive, but I also feel like it's important. I really feel like this conversation is important after looking at all just that simple post, thoughts on R. Kelly, like no guidance, no nothing, and just watching the splattering of opinions. That, like, if you started and you threw something and you just saw it like explode and they just everything went in every direction and people had, and it's like after about maybe comment probably down in groups, right? And you could probably put them in groups of people about how they feel, and they fall in one of these 3 or 4 groups. Mm-hmm. But before I do that, I want to ask, and this kind of goes to yesterday's question about the guys in the car and jumping off the porch, right? And at what age do you become accountable? I want to ask this question in reverse as the framework to begin the conversation about the R. Kelly and all of this stuff. So, Riis, get the big voice.
Time for the social media question of the day.
All right, Ruthie, now you're trying to be Quick Jaw McGraw. Right? He want to cut me off. Ruthie told me you tried to shut me up when I was talking, trying to stretch you out the last time. And you just put me on a 30-second pause. Like 30 seconds of dead air just to be like, shut up, you know?
It was like 5 seconds, man.
Also, but he did not deny. Key.
No, I did not. No, I thought I had it, and I thought I had it in the auto. Then it didn't play the next one, so I had to click it myself. That's all it was.
All right. So I ain't going to take it that way yet. Anyway, Riis, Ruthie, at what age are girls/women accountable for their actions? And I want to put it in perspective of, I want to talk about this whole R. Kelly thing, because I gotta tell y'all, some of the opinions that I have read are very, very disturbing to me. They are very, very disturbing to me. I gotta tell y'all, I hated The Color Purple. Right? Like how women be like, oh, I love Color Purple. Right? It was the greatest movie ever. I'd be like, I couldn't take it. From the opening scene in the field with the whole Lil You Dig, I just couldn't grasp it. I'll grow up. I don't think it's a one side. Yesterday we did it on violence, right? And I really want to talk about this because I think it shapes how we. You know how they talk about how black women are viewed older by like cops and all of those people? Mm-hmm. I think that reading a lot of the comments, we don't even give ourselves the space. We don't even give our own girls the space to grow up. And I gotta tell you, this conversation, like I kind of take this thing a little personal. I ain't gonna get too far into it, but I take this whole conversation a little bit personal. And so what I want first is, at what age do we in our minds hold girls accountable for their actions? Now, I'm gonna set this up like this. As a kid in high school, we all knew girls that dated older guys. I will tell you that even from freshman year, from years and seniors, hoping that freshmen would come in and there would be seniors that would be looking for freshmen, right? Like who made it their business to date the freshmen, etc. Now, I ain't gonna say we didn't all look and say, oh, that's a cute girl, etc. But there were people whose whole existence was, who's the new girls, the least, but happy to be. But I always used to be like, wait a minute, how you taking the 8th grade to the prom, dog? Like, really? How is that? And I mean, it was some cold 8. I mean, I remember, but anyway, I digress. The concept of an older man, and I'm talking about a man, and a girl became real to me, and I can remember the very first time I saw it. So there was this girl that we all went to grammar school, like we were all in the same grade. And like one summer, like it was like, man, she just turned into like, she blossomed. And I remember us all being like, we were all still friends, but it was like the way we looked at her changed. And we were all like, we would still go over and we would like hang out, but it would be like, I hope she likes me one day, right? Like, and it would be all of us being like, and I'll never forget, so I spent the night at my house. And so it was like, I'm gonna be all late. So, because when I spent the night at my friend's house, you could be outside. And their parents would let them, as long as they was on the block, they could go hang out. So, and she happened to live across the street from my boy. And so we went over to the crib, right? And like she got sisters, so we all hanging out. You know, we like playing Atari. We fake playing Atari, waiting to find out. You know, like where's she going? And she in the room. We don't know what's going on. And this dude comes out, like this grown ass man, like grown. I'm telling you, we got to be like freshmen. Mm-hmm. This grown dude is putting on his clothes, and he's walking out the door, and we like. And she is in a sheet, looking like a completely grown woman, but looking back now, I'm like, dang. She was 14. This dude had to be at least 22, 23. And that was like the first time that I was cognizant of it happening. Then I remember like I would be out west, and I would go to like the custom stores, and for prime time, you would see all these grown ass men in there buying custom prom dresses for these girls. And the dude is cutting the dresses and making them up. And I'm saying, nigga, excuse me, dude, you gotta be. Mm-hmm. And so I gotta tell you that when I saw the thing in grammar school, it traumatized me. I mean, in high school, it traumatized me. Cause I was just like, dog, you too old. Like, I just was like, I can't believe you. And then there were people who would be like, man, but she was about it, right? Mm-hmm. Or she knew what she was doing. Mm-hmm. Or, man, he didn't. So I asked this question about at what age is accountability for girls? You know, I was thinking about like in this whole thing, like what age should men hold themselves accountable for not even trying to even be like, okay, I'm not even finna try. Right? Like because I feel like somewhere in the space, it's like, dog, you got to be like, I have been in numerous situations where there's somebody that is way too young, has a crush or whatever, and is probably fully developed and all of that whole type of stuff. But there's got to be something in you that says, that's a kid. Like, and that's one of our kids. Your prom day was 25 and you was 17. What your mama say? Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I want to understand. At what age is there accountability? And I let's do this because I know everybody got some. Open up the phone lines. 872-259-7474. Riis, I'm going to let you talk. And then as much as you want to talk, Ruthie, I'm going to let you. But I do feel like you can inform this conversation a lot. Yeah, because I think we gotta, it's like there's a warped responsibility, and I do, like, when do we take responsibility for our young people in a space like that? It's the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
Church Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys, TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one. You got a couple of them. Got a couple of them. Two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh, Lord. He's did it before. Oh, Lord.
I got one. Something better. I got 5 reasons.
5 reasons. Oh, Lord. He turned it around.
Turn it around. He woke me up this morning.
Oh. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Go
number
ahead.
4.
He woke me up this morning.
Come on, number 3. Come.
He woke me up.
Oh, Lord.
He woke you up.
That thing can touch you.
I'm
One
telling
of
you.
them